Welcome to Saintly Whispers Daily Prayer. On this Monday, June 22nd, 2026, we gather to seek God's presence. You can always find more prayers and guided meditations at saintlywhispers.com. Today, our Gospel from Matthew 7-1 gently calls us to examine our own hearts before judging others. We'll engage with this truth through Augustinian Prayer, a method of deep self-reflection and intimate dialogue with God, inspired by St. Augustine himself. Now, let us settle our hearts, take a quiet breath, and prepare to pray.
Welcome, beloved of God. Let us begin by finding a quiet space, a place where you can truly be alone with your thoughts and with the divine presence. Take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to settle and your mind to quiet. Inhale peace. Exhale any distractions. Feel yourself becoming present to this sacred moment. St. Augustine, whose wisdom guides our prayer today, famously said, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in you." He also prayed, "Noverim me, noverim te." May I know myself, may I know you. As we begin, invite God to illuminate your inner landscape, to guide your reflection on the challenging topic of judgment. What judgments or critical thoughts about others, or even about yourself, do you carry into this prayer right now? How does the idea of being judged by the same measure you use stir a certain restlessness within you? Now let us turn our attention to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 1-5. Listen slowly, attentively, allowing Jesus' words to penetrate your heart and mind. What phrases or images stand out to you? Jesus said to his disciples, "Stop judging, that you may not be judged. For as you judge, so will you be judged, and the measure with which you measure will be measured out to you." Why do you notice the splinter in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the wooden beam in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Let me remove that splinter from your eye," while the wooden beam is in your eye? You hypocrite! Remove the wooden beam from your eye first, then you will see clearly to remove the splinter from your brother's eye. Which specific phrase or image from this passage, perhaps the splinter, the wooden beam, or the measure, resonates most deeply with you right now? What immediate feelings or reactions arise within you as you hear Jesus' warning against judging? Following Augustine's path to know ourselves, let us reflect on these words in light of your own life. Where do you find yourself quick to notice the splinter in your brother's eye? And more importantly, where might that wooden beam reside in your own? This is a moment for deep introspection, connecting your inner experience with the gospel's truth. When have you been quick to criticize or judge another, only to later realize a similar fault or weakness in yourself? What does your tendency to judge others reveal about your own insecurities, fears, or unaddressed wooden beams? Now, enter into a heartfelt conversation with God about these reflections. Confess your judgmental tendencies and any wooden beams you've identified. Ask for His grace to see yourself and others through His eyes of love and mercy. Listen for His gentle guidance and forgiveness. What do you want to confess to God about your judgments, both outward and inward? What does God's infinite mercy and understanding say to your wooden beam and your desire to see clearly? Based on your reflection and dialogue, consider a concrete step you can take towards removing your wooden beam and cultivating a less judgmental heart. What small, actionable resolution can you make to practice greater humility and compassion in your daily interactions? What specific judgment or critical habit can you consciously try to release or transform today? How can you practice removing the wooden beam from your own eye first before offering advice or criticism to others? Bring your prayer to a close by thanking God for His challenging yet loving words and for the grace to examine your heart. Ask for His continued help in seeing clearly and judging with mercy, just as He judges us. Rest in the assurance of His unconditional love. How has this prayer experience shifted your perspective on judgment, both of yourself and others? What feeling or insight from this prayer do you want to carry with you as you re-engage with the world? May your heart find its rest in Him, and may you go forth with a spirit of mercy and understanding. Amen.
Thank you for joining me in prayer today. For more prayer methods and resources, please visit saintlywhispers.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. May God bless you and keep you. Peace be with you.